All right, Troy, so let's kind of take a step from the digestive portion of enzymes, which we covered with the two digestive products, and into the realm where things get really exciting of systemic enzymes, where enzymes can be used for a broad spectrum of all kinds of chronic, acute issues, and then also just for for overall wellness and well-being. So, can you talk a little bit about the difference between digestive enzymes and systemic enzymes?
Sure. The main difference being systemic enzymes are 100% proteolytic in nature. So again, because the body's a protein organism, the most impactful enzymes are going to be in the proteolytic category, those that break down proteins and help the body recuperate. So that's one of the main differences. And then two is when you take them and where they do their work. So digestive enzymes, you take them with your food so that they're present and can act on and digest the food that's in the stomach at that time. With systemic, it's the opposite of that. So we want to make sure there's absolutely no food in the stomach. So you take them away from food. So this could be an hour or 2 hours before or after meals. So you'll take it, it'll travel through the digestive tract. All the products that we're going to cover now from here forward in the systemic categories all have delayed release capsules or acid resistant capsules. So that means when you take them, even though they are going through the acids in the stomach, they're going to be able to withstand that. The capsule will open up the contents in the lower intestinal tract, and then they're absorbed through the gut wall. They're going to do most of their work, hence the name systemic, right? Systemically. So they're going to travel throughout the entire body, all the tissues, organs, muscles, and that's where they're going to do their job. So that's kind of the main difference between the two types of enzymes.
And as far as I'm aware, you have the only delayed release vegan capsule in the market. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, that's true. So again, from our market research, and then that kind of we looked at what's missing out there and tried to fill in the gaps. So that was one of the areas.
So let's talk about the first systemic enzyme that we carry, Theraxym, mostly for recuperation. Can you tell us a little bit about the formula and then how I would use it as a clinician?
Sure. Yeah, and this formula again went through a lot of different iterations over the years, and it's really probably my favorite one, just from the perspective of an athlete and looking for and wanting to get back out there and do the things I love to do, and being able to do that. So speeding up the recuperation process is a huge part of that. I'm going to give you an example of that in a minute here. So, but we'll look at the formula first. So this is one of the few formulas as far as the comprehensive nature of the different proteolytic enzymes. So most of the enzyme products that are out there are going to have 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 proteolytic enzymes in the formula. We have 10. So I don't know of another company that's offering that quantity of proteolytic enzymes. So again, it deals with the diversity, right, and how quickly they're going to be dealing and cutting bonds and breaking things up. Also the activity potency piece, super high potency. I mean, so when you look at this, again, the transparency part on the label, you can look at each one of these, and we want you to freely compare them to products out there. So very well thought out, very well designed, and we took the concept behind it was looking at the most clinically researched systemic enzymes that are available in the marketplace. So we looked at C-Pros-S, we looked at serratio-peptidase, we looked at nattokinase. Of course, bromelain is huge, papain and protease. So those are the main core enzymes that are in this product. So again, all of these systemic enzymes are also coupled with the mineral that's consistent throughout the entire product line. So again, that geometric energy pattern is in every single product. And again, going back to a lot of these systemic enzymes are coming from animal sources. Ours are 100% vegetarian, vegan friendly. So there's no animal products, non-soy, non-dairy, non-GMO, straight across the board.
So as a clinician, obviously this is going to be a huge product for my athletes. How about people with chronic joint pain?
Yeah, I just look at from a kind of a general perspective that the body, again, is a protein organism. So any dysfunction that's happening in the muscles, the tissues, soft tissues, anything like the studies that have been done, any kind of damage that you can do, it could be from just overexertion, it could be from surgeries, it could be from injuries, or anything really from that perspective. Again, it's going to speed that process up and sometimes cut it in half. So you're going to see significant, I mean, just I just think people today, the amount of stress and the amount of that anyone deals with on a daily basis anymore, I go, this is like a must-have product. I mean, that just, and I'm going to speak from experience here, that I take the product every night before I go to bed. And again, this is what you mentioned as far as when your body's in that sleep restoration mode, I go, if you can supply these wonderful systemic enzymes during that time, I go, they're going to be doing all that work for you. So it's going to allow all of your organs to basically completely rest. So when you get up in the morning, there is a distinct difference in how you feel. Like you wake up and you're ready to go, rather than felt like, you got run over.
Right.
You're still trying to recuperate from the day before or the day before. So yeah, this just gives you a fresh start every single day, which is a beautiful thing.
Excellent. So definitely my athletes, definitely my chronic, fibromyalgia style, joint pain patient.
Right.
And then absolutely for my patients that just had surgery.
Yes.
Excellent.
And one of the things I'll mention, just with all systemic enzymes, and there is a warning on every one of the labels. So again, with anything to do, all systemic enzymes, because proteolytic in nature, to some extent they're going to thin the blood. So there is mention of that on there, that if you're taking a blood thinning medication, Coumadin, warfarin, something of that nature, that you want to consult with your physician before you get on this. So again, surgery is one of those things that they'll tell you to stop taking the systemic enzymes 24 to 48 hours before your surgery. You go through the surgery, and then post-surgery you might wait 48 to 72 hours after that, then you get back on them. But studies have been done showing that if you do that, your recuperation times are significantly reduced. So it's definitely, you just have to know the protocol.
Sure.
So